everybody! It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. And now that we've come to another end of another year, time for another year in review of the 8 video game titles of both honorable and dishonorable mention. This is Year in Review 2013. Starting with Most Ambitious. Batman Arkham Origins. The main creators behind the original series decided to start over, changing Bane from practically useless to true menace, Killer Croc from quest issue to boss fight, Joker from old hat to newbie, Talia al Ghul to Lady Shiva, Azrael to Anarchy, and Mad Hatter to, well, himself. In total, it gave us a real look at what made Batman Batman, while allowing us to see his adversaries as well as Gotham in a different light. It's not without its flaws, terrible bugs, nearly troublesome aiming mechanic, ice cold freezes at times, another Joker romp while shoving Black Mask in the back burner. Even so, it plays great, has an engaging storyline, and a shitload of Easter eggs. If you want another compelling Batman experience, they shoot high and don't disappoint. Surest Bet. Super Mario 3D World. Plain and simple, it's a Mario! This formula has worked for 30 years. Put Mario, his brother Luigi, and whoever else you can in platforming mania! A fully enhanced 3D world with endless secrets and a bunch of stuff you didn't know was there. The scenery is more than just for show, more so than last year's iteration. Mario and his crew still run the jumping, stomping, flying, skating world. No matter how often Nintendo repeats it, it keeps getting better. Just like last year, Mario is more a certainty than anything I've played in 2013. Most Coveted. Dragon's Crown. Really, this game appears to be right up my alley. Imagine a classic side-scroller reminiscent of old beat-em-up games, only this is in a fantasy setting with RPG elements. Exclusive to Sony's PS3 and Vita, Dragon's Crown looked like a stellar title. It has crazy moves, stylish enemies, experience level trees to advance your character, nice animations, and loot! Gotta love loot! Most of all, being the self-proclaimed male feminist who talked of video game sexism, I'd love to have the Atlas release for a few obvious reasons. Get a load of the sorceress's tits! Jesus Christ, are those legal? And what is the Amazon wearing? Oh shit, I gotta get my PS3 back. What an idea and what a look! Least Coveted. The next-gen consoles. Look, I know I'll get killed for this. I know everyone is gonna call me a Nintendo fanboy, but I have a Wii U. Why do I need these new consoles? Considering half their processing power goes into Netflix, Hulu, and other unnecessary apps, I could care less for the reprehensible Call of Duty Battlefield games. I really don't give a shit about Rise, Son of Rome, or any other exclusives because they're pretty textures. All I want is a fun experience. The idea of video games talking still blows my mind. Shadowing and other details are not what's important to me. These systems are built on hype. Without any straight answers on backwards compatibility, having my PS4 controller light up isn't worth $400. Having a goddamn Kinect I could Skype with isn't worth $500. Call me in a year when they start producing games and not showcases of hardware, then maybe. As of right now, I'm perfectly fine. Most frustrating. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. No, really, this game annoyed the monkey cock out of me. So much emphasis on side distraction bullshit, it made what should have been a 5-hour pirate party into a 20+ hour trial. Emphasizing on pirating and plunder sounds good until you have to sail from Nassau to fucking Africa. Build up your ship? Great! Spend 3 months getting your ass sank hoping for a victory so you might eventually get the materials you need so you can fight more powerful ships. Plus a fucking fleet or naval base or both! The fighting is your typical Assassin's Creed untrackable madness. Harpooning? No! And the follow eavesdropping? Ugh! Never again! Bow out, tap out, Assassin's Creed doesn't exist to me anymore. Most disappointing. Bioshock Infinite. Good lord, I hate this game. Not only is your melee detection a disgrace, not only are you regulated to only 2 weapons and vigors at a time, forcing you to stop during frantic, overwhelming enemies in case you run out of ammo or think of a new power to use. Not only are the main enemies in battles tiresome and repetitive, not only is the Skyway also impossible to use when honing in on enemies, not only is the mapping system confusing at times it shouldn't be, not only are there no true discernible boss fights rendering the handymen boys of silence and ultimately and unforgivably Songbird useless, not only do they build up your character to be the biggest waste in humanity, not only did they take an originally good idea and jumble it into a convoluted mess, they pushed this shit back 4 fucking times to make these stupid-ass, heinous adjustments that turn a search for a young woman with powers into a time travel, quantum physical, endlessly trite bit of inner reflective tripe I've ever seen. Fuck this game, it's Burial Undersea add-on, I don't care how lovable and hot your daughter is. This game and its shitty payoff that takes 10 minutes of standing and walking can kiss my big old butt. Pucker up, Buttercup. You are most disappointing this year. Most pleasant surprise. Injustice Gods Among Us. I know this should be a no-brainer Mortal Kombat fighting game with DC characters, but really, DC has Batman, his crew, Superman, well, that's it. For them to make their stiff fighting mechanic work and turn the likes of Aquaman, Raven, Ares, and Black Adam actually cool to use is really saying something. The storyline version was impressive, and how it shows why Batman wouldn't trust even Superman with all that power. What if the Man of Steel did go off? The characters were all fun to play, the different modes enhanced the challenge, and most of the designs were good. The individual endings more or less truly brought the characters' personas in the front ground. Animations were smooth and nothing, I mean nothing, beats the hero special combos. An overall excellent gaming experience despite its lack of true heroish heroes and villains outside a couple. And now, the best game of the year of 2013 is The Last of Us. By no means was this game perfect. Too many cheap deaths, inaccurate melee, and a lot of gore. With all that being said, very rarely do you get a game that makes you have to play on endlessly just to see how your characters end up. And even rarer is the payoff what you hoped, like this. An incredibly gripping story combined with great animation, realistic backdrops, and a survival horror without needing the supernatural scare element. Joel and Ellie are phenomenal as main characters with a chemistry that got me so invested in the two of them. Never before had I been so friggin' imbued with the feeling of dread caused by pure gaming atmosphere. The idea of loss and gain is prominent and dominant in the display. Great fun to play through and even better to see how it ends. The Last of Us is truly a video gaming treasure that I was glad I didn't miss. And that is the 2013 year in review, but feel free to leave your comments of anything you thought I might have missed. Thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, have a great new year, and have a great day!